As a University of Michigan student, I am constantly on the go. I'm always checking my phone, answering emails, and thinking about all the homework I have. Even when I get a chance to relax at home, it's hard to be fully present. I find myself focusing on what I'm doing, but also thinking about what I should be doing next. Recently, as the weather has started to get nicer in Ann Arbor, I've been going to my favorite driving range about 10 minutes from my house, called Miles of Golf. I love going to the driving range because, unlike when I'm at home, I'm outside in nature, playing a sport I love. I'm able to separate myself from distractions and actually focus on the present. Miles of Golf isn't just a driving range to me. It is a place that allows me to be fully present and actually enjoy my time. I've been here many times in the past, but until recently, it was just a place to play golf. Over the past month, however, I've started to slow down when I come here and appreciate the small things, like the green grass, the wind, the smell in the air, and the quiet sound of golf balls being struck in the distance. This place encourages you to become more in touch with the present instead of being distracted by everything else going on in your life. At first, when you start golfing, you have all these thoughts racing through your head, like making sure you have everything ready, making sure you're in the right spot, and just thinking about a bunch of random things. But once you walk up to the ball, however, everything starts to slow down. You begin to notice the little things, like the way the grass is cut, or the way the ball just sits there, completely still, almost like it's waiting. You notice the wind and the sound of other balls being struck. Then you zoom in even more on your own swing, and everything becomes quieter. You become fully present, and all you hear is the clean, sharp sound of the club striking the ball. How I love this sound. My favorite part about this is that you're rewarded for being present. You're rewarded for being focused. You're rewarded for taking your time and noticing the small details. Golf is always changing too. Your clubs might feel different than last time, or it might be windy or wet, but all of those changes just give you something new to focus on and adapt to. As I've spent more time here, I've started to feel more connected, not just to the sport, but to the environment itself, and the way it slows me down and makes me appreciate the small things that usually go unnoticed. What I've come to realize over the past month is that golf doesn't let you fake your attention. You can't be thinking about something random while you're putting. You can't rush it. If your mind isn't fully there, it shows immediately in your shot. That's what makes golf so different from my everyday life. In my day-to-day routine, I can be distracted almost all the time and still get by. But when I'm golfing, I can only succeed if I'm fully present. That's why it feels so rewarding, because everything about it is centered around being focused and not distracted. The first time I came to Miles of Golf at the beginning of this project, I didn't notice most of what was around me. I was still distracted by everything else going on in my life. I was just adding golf into that chaos. But the more time I spent here, the more I started to slow down. I began to notice how long I take between shots, my practice swings, and how my attention shifted from being scattered to being fully in the present. After coming here multiple times, this place started to feel more familiar, not because the grass, the wind, or the sounds changed, but because I became more present in experiencing them. This project wasn't really about golf. It was about what happens when you stay in one place long enough to actually experience it, when you stop rushing, when you stop dividing your attention. This place reminded me what it feels like to focus on one thing at a time, and how important that really is. Because most of the time, my attention is being pulled in 100 different directions. But out here, it feels like I can take it back. And maybe that's why places like this matter more than we think. Not because of what they are, but because of what they allow you to become when you're fully there and in the present.